Hey everyone, if you guys are new here, then welcome to the Cozy Cauldron, and if you're returning, then welcome back. So today we're doing a bit more of like a simple week ahead reading. So what can you expect to happen for your week ahead? What will happen that week? This is going to be a timeless reading, so whenever you end up watching it, it can be like the next 7 days what will happen. So we got 3 groups here. For group 1, we've got tomato, which says love. For group 2, we have the violet, which says tranquility. And for group 3, we have the lemon, which says cleansing. So take as much time as you need to breathe in and meditate to pick whatever pile you feel drawn to. It's okay to pick more than one pile if you're drawn to more than one. And if you'd like to watch all 3, that is okay too. There's no hard rules to this. Just try to follow your intuition. I'll have the timestamps below so you can skip ahead to each pile. But I just wanted to quickly ask you guys, I'm pretty sure Mercury is in retrograde right now, and I have found that for the past week I have been having so many technological issues with like my computer, my microphone, my phone. Like things keep randomly freezing and shutting down. Right before I started recording, I couldn't get my mic to work, and then it just randomly started working again. So I'm just curious how this Mercury in retrograde is going for you guys, and if you have been having the same issues as me, like weird technological issues suddenly popping up. But yeah, I'll get started with the reading, and I'll be starting off with group 1. Hey group 1, if you guys chose the love card, which is the tomato, and this is your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here in the upper corner, and we'll get started off with some tarot cards. So today we're just kind of checking in on what will happen in the next 7 days or the next week whenever you're watching this. So let's get some tarot cards, and then we'll get into oracle cards. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Okay, let me put a few things down. So you guys have the love card from the tomato, and the first card that popped out for your tarot cards is lovers. So that's pretty crazy. I'm going to get a few more, but I think for you guys I will pull a love oracle card. Oh, you guys got the Queen of Swords. Let's get 2 more tarot cards. Group 1's week ahead. Oh, okay. 2 cards flew out. The 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. Okay, let me grab some oracle cards. I've got a few I want to grab. First, I want to use this, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh, it's called Chakra Love Oracle Cards. I got these recently, and they kind of show different gemstones and like what chakras they're associated with, and they got little messages of advice. So group 1's week ahead. You guys got peace, crown chakra with clear quartz. It says, in stillness, the answer will be revealed. Very nice. Okay, let's grab a few more. I want to do the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm going to take the top card that jumped out of that pile, which says, not for you. And I want to grab a self-care oracle and then some of the tea leaf oracle cards. Ooh. You guys got 2 self-care cards that jumped out, which is look for fairies and be still. I find this very interesting, the be still with the 4 of Pentacles and 10 of Wands. Okay, let me move those a bit, and then I want to grab a few of these tea leaf oracle cards. Probably one. Okay, you guys got Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. And this card popped out on my lap, which says dogs, getting together with friends. Okay. Now I think that's all I'll grab. Make sure everything's in frame. Okay. Now just give me a second to breathe in, take in the messages, and then I'll get started with your reading. Okay, group 1, so I see for your week ahead or next 7 days whenever you watch this, there's definitely, obviously, an element of love or romance happening. But what I'm getting also very strongly besides that is sort of like an answer you have been waiting for is going to be found. Like, I feel like there's been some sort of question or solution that you have been looking for, whether that be around romance or something in your personal life, such as a project or just a personal problem. There's some sort of answer you're looking for or have been looking for, and I think you've been a really good mind space to self-reflect and look inwards for this answer, because I get the sense that this answer is very much inside of you. It's not something that you will necessarily be finding from outside sources. It's something that you already know deep down. So I think this answer could be in regards to the matters of what you want to do, what choices you want to make, and matters of the heart. I'm seeing that for these next 7 days, there's a large focus on you sort of taking a step back and being still for a little bit to think inwardly about how you feel about a situation and what your answer really is to the situation. Because of this peace and stillness, the answer will be revealed, and this Be Still card, which it's crazy how many synchronicities you guys have in your reading. I'm seeing that you're really being told that the answers you want and need are within you, and that you just need to take some time away from this busyness to be still and think about yourself and what's been happening. Because I get the sense with this Ten of Wands and Four of Pentacles and this Dogs card, Friends, I feel like perhaps you're getting a lot of different opinions from people about a situation. Because with this Ten of Wands, I'm getting more so the feeling of stuff from other people weighing you down. And in this case, I feel like it may be opinions from other people weighing you down, opinions about what you should do in a situation, opinions about, if you should date this person or if you should pursue this thing. Lots of different bits of advice from people around you. And, I think these people, they're your friends and they mean well, but I feel like there's so much conflicting advice happening that it's very confusing, and I think it's causing you to enter this Four of Pentacles sort of energy where you're getting so much advice and conflicting opinions on what you should do that you feel very overwhelmed and confused. So you're kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing. And strangely enough, usually the Four of Pentacles, it talks about being stuck, but I think it's in this situation, for you, it's good to be stuck for a bit in order to be still and figure out what you think you should do, not what everyone else thinks you should do, what you think you should do. Now, obviously, you don't want to be too guarded and stuck in this energy for too long, but I'm just saying I see as a result of all this outside influence and opinions, you are sort of retreating inwards, almost like building a wall around you, like, okay, I need just my thoughts. And I think that is exactly what you need right now, is to be able to evaluate yourself and how you feel about a situation without interference and opinions from others. But like I said before, I think these people who are giving you this advice, I think they mean well, but it's actually not really helping you because deep down you know what you need to do and what's best for you. Now, because of this love card and the lovers, I want to quickly draw you guys a Messages of Love Oracle card just to see if there's any extra information for that. Oops. This card, a lot of cards jumped out, but this one is on top and I'm going to take it. So it says self-care, clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. That is really scarily fitting with what I was just saying about be still and, remove outside influences to focus on what you feel. It's like clear your energy field and focus on yourself. So I think if there is like someone, I'll put this right here. Actually, no, that's cut off. Sorry. Okay, there we go. If there is people in your life that are trying to tell you different things about who you should date, how you should go about dating, what you should do in a relationship, if it is more love related, then you're really being encouraged to, they mean well, the people saying that stuff, but you're being encouraged to kind of ignore it and clear your energy field of other people's opinions and search deep down for what you know is best for you and what you feel. I'm suddenly getting very strongly a specific situation that I feel like a lot of people have experienced before. I think this could be a situation that you may be experiencing. So you know how sometimes when there is a group of friends and, for example, you and this group of friends, you end up starting to date someone that you really enjoy being around. You think they're attractive and funny and this and that. Your friends want to see what this person looks like, so you send them photos. And then as a result, your friends end up saying very rude things or maybe say, oh, this person's not attractive, this and that. I feel like this is very common. I don't know why, but whenever in friend groups, whenever someone shares a person they recently started dating, it almost becomes like a roast of what that person looks like. And I feel like this could be a situation that has happened to you where you find this person attractive and you like this person, but the people you are friends with, for whatever reason, are being overly critical and quite maybe mean in their opinions. Maybe your friends or people around you have been scorned in love, and as a result, they are sort of projecting those fears and insecurities onto you. I could see that being the case, where you have found a possible new situation, possible soulmate, something that's really nice, and you're getting all this like negative feedback from people around you based on their experiences. Like maybe a friend had a bad relationship and they're like, oh, avoid this, avoid that, it's not worth the time, but in reality, you know what's best for you and you can tell whether or not you and this person are a good fit, Now I want to quickly read the booklet for Not For You, because what I'm initially getting intuitively reading it is kind of based on what I've been saying about how everyone else has been feeding you their past situations and their opinions on things, but their situations and opinions are not for you. They're for them, like it's not your situation, it's their situation, it's not for you. But I'm going to read the booklet and see what they have to say, because maybe something in here could resonate with you. So, let's see. The essential meanings are a clear knowing that something is being denied. Rejection is God's protection. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game, and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. Interesting. Okay. So I'm still getting the sense that perhaps it's a case where a lot of people are projecting their own experiences onto your experience when those things have not happened. But I'm also getting a different message, which is kind of similar in terms of love, but it's almost like a different scenario for you all. So I could see a situation where you have possibly gone through a few relationships or situations where, you could tell it wasn't going to work out, or that you wanted it to work out, but it didn't. Like rejection is divine protection. Maybe you got ghosted, things like this. Maybe something just didn't work out. And I could see that being maybe a bit like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess discouraging, causing you to close off yourself from other opportunities around you. But I'm getting, if this is a case for you where you have been maybe scorned in the past and you're kind of just closed off, I'm getting that this week you'll be finding yourself needing to sit still more to really focus on this internal, scornage and how it's affecting how open you are in relationships, not just romantic, but also in friendship. And I think through being more still and clearing your energy field, once you realize the issue, you'll have a better understanding of all these past experiences, being divine protection from bad situations for you. And that once you sort of figure this out and come to this realization and start working on self-care, like this card says, and healing, you will invite a new connection in your life that will be much more fulfilling and could possibly be a soul connection. So either you have already been working on this aspect of yourself, and if you have been, you could be meeting a person like that in the next 7 days, or you could be starting the process of analyzing yourself internally and your sort of reserve towards relationships and getting into one. Because this Queen of Swords, she's quite sharp and mentally focused, and sometimes can be described as a little cold. So I see this a bit as you maybe being hardened towards the idea of romance. So perhaps this week this is something you are learning about yourself more clearly, or you have been working towards and you're seeing some results now. So I'm definitely seeing it could be either of those situations, whether it is you are recently entering a relationship now. It's not so much an issue of being scorned as it is an issue of people around you projecting their past experiences and bad situations onto your current one and discouraging you and confusing you on your decision making around this person. The other situation I could see it being is that you have had past not great experiences. You have been scorned, rejection is divine protection. And this week you are going through, self-reflection and realizing this about yourself and how it keeps you from connecting with others and how to heal from it. Or you've already been working on this and you are now possibly meeting someone this week since you have done so much work on yourself and self-care. In terms of look for fairies, which I haven't really gone over yet, I think this could be a fun thing for you to do this week for self-care if it's something you believe in or are interested in. If you are not interested in looking for the fae or fairies or looking for things like that, then I would take that as sort of trying your best to pay attention to signs and messages from the universe about, what you can do to better heal, or what you can do to soothe yourself and help yourself really look inwards. But yeah, group 1, this is all I see for you guys today. It's a pretty exciting week ahead, full of lots of changes and independence in your own way of behaving and thinking. I hope you all enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye! Hey group 2, if you all chose the violet card, which says tranquility, then this is your reading, your week ahead or next 7 days messages. This reading is timeless, so whenever you click on it and watch it, we'll be going over the next week or the next 7 days. And we're just going to be asking, what will be happening? What can you expect to happen in the next 7 days or week from watching this video? So you got the Page of Pentacles. Let's get a few more tarot cards. The Four of Pentacles. This came out for group 1. I wonder if there'll be a theme today for each pile. Oops. The Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Now let's get some oracle cards. I'm going to be using this Chakra Love oracle deck I got recently. It's like different gemstones and the chakras associated with them, and they've got like little messages of like what you need to know. So I'll grab one for you all. One flipped over. Got Shine. You are made of stardust, so keep sparkling, which is the solar plexus chakra, and this stone is Mukite. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Okay. You also got the citrine card, which is also solar plexus chakra, and it says abundance. The world is abundant when you choose to see it that way. Very interesting. Okay. Let's grab some Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and then I think I'll do some self-care cards, and then the Tea Leaf Oracle as well. Okay. Group 2's week ahead. You got Poised. Let's do the self-care. Okay, you guys got 2 self-care cards, which is interesting because the other group also got 2. So you got Connect with Your Ancestors and Drink Tea. Now I just want to grab some tea leaf cards. You got Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. And I think I'll grab one more. Got Needle and Thread. Whoa, about flipped over. Needle and Thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Okay. So just give me a second to breathe in, take in the messages, and then I'll get started with your reading. Okay, group 2, so what I'm really seeing for your next 7 days or week ahead, whenever you watch this, I'm getting the sense that you have been dealing with a frustrating person or situation, especially with this Ram card and the Ten of Swords. I get the sense that someone has been making your life quite difficult, whether it be in the financial sphere or material sphere, such as maybe trying to buy a new house, or a career related, education related, something. I feel like it's in that regard. Someone has been making your life difficult or just you're trying to achieve something and they're making it very difficult to do so. I get this strongly because in this Ten of Swords, this person, it's like they've been stuck in the back several times, and clearly this person's quite guilty. They're running away, the cat is hissing at them, and I feel like this is kind of you, where you've been dealing with someone who has been, like, I'm getting a specific scenario. Excuse me while I get my thoughts together. So many messages come in at once sometimes. But I'm getting a scenario that perhaps a person at work blames you for things that they are responsible for. Or, things like that, where they are not living up to their responsibilities, but they're shifting the blame onto you somehow, making you look bad. I'm getting that kind of with, there's someone who is being rude to you and in one way or another is sabotaging you and whatever you are attempting to do. Now, if it's not like materially related in the ways I explained before, such as education or career related, or even like buying a house, that keeps coming up very strongly. I could see it also being that perhaps you have someone in your life, in your friend group maybe, who is a bit negative, and maybe without you realizing it, they're kind of sabotaging you in certain ways. And for example, that could include, like, perhaps you want to do something and they're very discouraging, or they say rude things to other people about it, not to you, but like they kind of bad talk you and make you look bad. Or another thing that's popping up very strongly as an example is maybe you got a new outfit or something that you think is really pretty, and I could just see that person like spilling their food or drink on you. It's like a sort of sabotage being done to kind of discourage you or embarrass you, or just attempt to make you look bad, or just bring down your self-esteem. So whatever situation it fits into, I definitely see a person just being very annoying in that regard. But I'm saying that, you're being told not to let this cause you to go into your shell and hide away. Because what I'm getting with this Four of Pentacles, especially with the Shine card and the Ace of Swords, is that as annoying as it is to have someone do this to you, try your best to maintain your confidence and, don't shy away from the situations. Like, don't, if that makes sense. One card that's specifically coming up, and it's actually one that was randomly in this Chakra Love deck. It wasn't meant to. It's part of a completely different deck, and I don't know which deck it is. But it basically says bemused, and it's one of those moments, I can't believe that just happened, find the fun, and like laugh at it. And that's kind of what I'm getting for you all, is to, this person's trying their best to bring you down and like disrupt you and sort of sabotage your flow. And you're being encouraged to not crawl into your shell, not hide away, but rather laugh it off. Find a way to soil their attempts at making you insecure by laughing at it and just going on about your day. I'm getting that strongly. If you can do that, definitely, try that. One thing that keeps poking at me nonstop is, I could see a lot of you who pick this group maybe are hoping to move into a house, buy a house, or rent a house, some sort of like ideal living situation, and you're really looking forward to it. But I feel like, once again, there's a person who's making it very difficult to achieve this, whether it be another person who's trying to also buy the house or rent the same place, or maybe it's someone who's selling it. there's a person who is really getting in your way intentionally. But once again, you're being told to not back down, you know? With the needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted, and especially with this Ace of Swords, I'm seeing that you're going to break through the blockages that this person keeps trying to place for you. Like, you're going to masterfully swerve your way around them and get towards what you need or what you want. It's just very frustrating that you keep having these setbacks. But once again, this week you're being encouraged to continue trying, continue learning about new ways you can go about fixing this situation or overcoming the obstacles that have been placed. I definitely could see, like, this week or whenever you see this next 7 days, you could have a sort of eureka moment or a really good idea of how to stop this person from behaving this way towards you, or how to sort of avoid them in this scenario. I'm getting that strongly, that you may sort of find a solution. But yeah, you're definitely getting encouraged to, especially with this tranquility, I'm getting like, try your best to keep your cool and stay tranquil, because what they really want to do is get a reaction out of you, like a negative reaction out of you. They're really just trying to get you to react and irk you. But I'm seeing that, you're staying poised, or you will be staying poised, and you're going to be doing a good job maintaining, like, being calm. Now, I want to read the poised card really quickly. So let me find that. It's 48. Boop. Okay, the essential meanings are being ready, bringing something to light, which is very interesting with the shine, and being at your best, confidence. The Oracle's message is, you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do, your skills are sharp, and you come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Okay, awesome. So yeah, I feel like right now you have a really great energy about you, and you're in a good spot. But I think perhaps, like I was mentioning before, with a person who's a bit negative and being aggressive and rude to you, maybe them seeing you in such a good place and being so poised and confident, maybe that is something that's causing them to lash out. That doesn't justify any of their behavior, but it could help bring some explanation for why someone would be acting this way. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing for you that despite the challenges that will be arising and that this person will try and put in front of you, you're going to be able to stay, confident throughout it. And you're being encouraged to try your best to do that, because they may say some things that would be a hit to your confidence, something rude about maybe appearance or your capabilities. But you're being told that is really out of like jealousy and just bad energy and stuff coming from that person. It has nothing to do with you. You are good at what you do. You are, whatever it is that you're feeling insecure about due to this person's behavior, you're great in that regard. And with this abundance and the shine, it's kind of like you're going to have such a great 7 days or week where you get to see the fruits of your labor, I think, starting to come true. It's like I'm getting 7 of Pentacles energy, where you've been working really hard towards a goal or something, and you're going to start seeing progress. You're going to see the marks of progress, like small victories. I'm also getting something strongly with this shine card about, what's the word I'm looking for? Affirmations, words of affirmation. I feel like words of affirmation may be very good for you as you go through this period of time or these challenges is like telling yourself exactly what this says. Maybe you could say, I am made of stardust and I'm going to keep sparkling, or whatever other words of affirmation that you feel drawn to. I'm getting the sense that saying them to yourself in the mirror every morning and night, that's coming in very strongly, especially in the morning, will help you get ready for whatever you have to deal with in the day ahead, you know? So if that is something you feel drawn to, I'd definitely try finding words of affirmation that fit for you and your situation. And every morning when you get ready for the day, say them to yourself in the mirror, looking at yourself. And I think it will help you sort of connect with yourself and maintain a sort of tranquility and calmness throughout the day, no matter the obstacles or things that are placed in front of you. Because like I said, I get the sense that these obstacles are coming from a person that is trying to, just get a reaction out of you. It feels very childish, this person. Now I want to quickly read the Tranquility card too, Violets, because I wonder if they've got like an activity that you could do as well mentioned. What I'm mostly getting from that card intuitively is you're going to be in a very tranquil state of mind, or you'll be maintaining or are encouraged to maintain a tranquil state of mind despite the irritations around you. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love when these synchronicities happen. This is wild. Okay, so it says, although you may have felt tested recently, a period of advancement and breaking free is now open. Oh my gosh, breaking free. And then the Ace of Swords, like a breakthrough of a thought. Okay, adaptation may be necessary. However, a greater depth of meaning, loyalty, and truth is inspired by the appearance of violets. Secrets are safe, and those you hold closest are also afforded this protection. The truth will prevail, and that which is no longer wanted will be weakened. Be wary of intolerance and sensitivity to feelings of others and blind faith. Very interesting how much that card fits with all of your other cards, because it's like this insensitivity of feelings to others and like intolerance. I definitely get that from this person who's really just being a real pain for you. But, you're definitely being told to like keep your confidence, keep your strength, don't react. That's what they want. But also that the truth will prevail. That is another thing, like with the Ace of Swords. Perhaps if it's a scenario where maybe it's been a friend or someone who's like been saying things about you that aren't true, or been shifting blame onto you, or been putting obstacles in your way, I think the truth will be coming out that what they are saying is not true, or that they are just not being a good person. And any sort of like damage that has done to your career or anything else, it will be cleared up. So definitely like maintain your positive attitude, stay poised, be the bigger person in this situation, don't react, and it will work out in your favor. It may take a bit of time, but it will in the end work out for you. Now in terms of self-care and things to do during the 7 days, you have drink tea and connect with your ancestors. So I find it interesting that you have to drink tea with the tranquility. I get the sense that perhaps another thing you could do every day, if you don't already, is find the time to make yourself some tea, whichever one you like. Maybe one with chamomile for like the calming effect, and just sort of sit with it and breathe in the steam from it and meditate with the tea. It may help you prepare yourself to sort of deal with this irritating person or irritating situation that you have to deal with in the upcoming days. I'm also getting that connecting with your ancestors will help you get some insight on ways to deal with this situation, because I feel like perhaps your ancestors have some advice they want to tell you or have some support for you. So taking the time aside to connect with them a little more during the week could provide you with some insight, help, guidance that can, really help you go through this situation and end up on top. But yeah, group 2, I guess to give a quick recap, what I'm seeing is for the next 7 days or the week ahead, that you're basically having an irritating situation with a person who is trying to get a reaction out of you. I feel like this has been happening for a while, but I think this week, you're really going to be maintaining your poiseness. You're going to be confident, or you're being encouraged to do that, and as a result, sort of break through what happened and how to deal with it, as well as how other people perceive this person that has been causing issues for you. And in the end, your wish, whatever it is that you're trying to work towards, will be granted. These obstacles will be removed. The world is so abundant for you. You are surrounded by abundance. Stay confident, do words of affirmation, meditate with tea, contact your ancestors, and really just keep your cool despite however this person may try to get you to react. And in the end, the truth will prevail and you will come out on top. But yeah, group 2, I hope this reading resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate it if you gave my video a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps out here on YouTube. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you all next time. Bye! Hey group 3, if you all chose the lemon card, which is cleansing, then this is your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here, and we'll get started off with some tarot cards. So today, we're just asking the question of what can you expect to happen in the next week or so, or next 7 days. So this video is timeless, so whenever you click on it is when it applies. And yeah, we're just getting some, Page of Wands popped out. Let's get a few more tarot cards. Group 3, the Chariot, which I really like that came out with the Page of Wands. That's very interesting. Okay, group 3 is week ahead. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. Now, this has come out in every pile so far. That is wild. Maybe there's a recurring theme. Please go ahead. That's a lot of cards. I'll take the top one, which is the Six of Wands. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab some oracle cards, and first I'm going to be using this deck, which is the Chakra Love deck, and I got it recently. Essentially, it has like different gemstones and the chakras associated with them, as well as like little phrases of advice or things you need to know. So, group 3. You guys got Crown Chakra, Rainbow Moonstone, which looks like this. It says calmness. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. Okay. Now let's get some Wisdom of the Oracle cards. Oops. Okay. Ooh, that was quick. You got a card. It says breathe. It's very interesting with the calmness card. Now let's do some self-care oracle cards. So this feels a lot like a self-care card. Dream Journal. Oh, there's actually 2. So you got Dream Journal and Connect with Fire. So let's put these down, and then lastly, I think I'll get some tea leaf cards, and then we'll get started with your reading. Oh, drop those. Okay. Group 3. Oop. You got Beryl, let's get one more. Seahorse, which says family matters. Okay, let me put this over here, maybe with the other one, and then just give me a second to breathe in, take in the messages, and then I'll get started with your reading. Okay, group 3, so what I'm really seeing for you all is that there has been something that you have been wanting to pursue or do, but I feel like you've either felt like you can't do it, or that, oh, I'll do it once I have all these things in place, or, like, I'll do it once I have time, those kinds of thoughts. Because with this barrel, I feel like you definitely think that adding this thing to your life will improve it quite a bit, pursuing this goal or doing this career. But I feel like you feel very, very stuck, like it's unachievable, or it's, difficult, like you can't do it. But with this 4 of Pentacles, I think this week or the next 7 days, you'll be having the realization that, it's not that you can't do it or that it's unachievable, it's more so that you haven't started. It's like, of course, it seems like a lot to do if you look at the whole picture, but if you take what you want to achieve and break it down into a set of tasks or a plan on how to achieve it, it may make it seem less difficult or less impossible and more manageable. Because I definitely see you going through a sort of phase this week, or you find yourself going through a phase where your motivation improves quite a bit and you get started. You choose a direction with this Chariot and you start pursuing this thing that you have been thinking about a lot and you feel like has been lacking in your life, but you have been, not pursuing or staying very still out of fear of failure, or just you feel like you're too busy, you haven't been making the time, things of that. And I feel like this could be happening because with the cleansing card, I feel like this upcoming week you may be sort of hit with a bit of energy, because every card you have here, except for not every card, 2 out of the 4 cards you have Wands, and then you have the Chariot, which is very exuberant energy. So all of your cards have very much like motivated, strong energy, except for the 4 of Pentacles, which is quite stagnant and like stuck. So I have a sense that when you're watching this the next week or 7 days, you will find yourself sort of hit with this motivation to clear things out and start the process of going towards this thing that you want to do. Now, cleansing things out, I'm getting the sense of possibly like cleansing your space or cleaning your home or cleaning something up, getting rid of things. Doing that may help you think more and reflect a bit more on how you can get yourself started on this, or why you haven't started to begin with. I'm also getting that cleansing your energy will be a really great thing to help you get started, because you're in this stagnant energy, but in the next week or so, you'll be hit with a great surge of energy and motivation towards this thing. So, definitely take advantage of that and ride with that. One thing I'm getting told to say, though, is that, motivation doesn't always come and stay there. It comes and goes. And when it's something that you really want to achieve and are passionate about, you're still going to have to work on it even when you feel no motivation about it in order to achieve what you want. So this could also partly have to do with finding yourself getting motivated by just doing it. Because if you don't find a wave of motivation or energy coming through the week, it could be the case of no one's going to do it for you. No one's going to energize you for you. You need to just get your ducks in a row and get started with it. If that's what you really want and what will make you feel fulfilled in life, then, it's time to get started. Now I'm getting, if you feel like you have a lot of blockages around beginning this, I'm getting whatever this thing is, whether it's a project or a relationship, anything of that sort. I'm getting that through this, starting this situation, a good thing for you to do to help remove blockages is a lot of breathing and meditation, breath work. Because I feel like this calmness card and breathe card are very closely connected with how it says, to calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. So essentially taming the animalistic side of humans, I guess. But yeah, I feel like breathing and breath work and meditation will help you. What I'm getting from it is it'll help you work through any blockages you feel towards starting this thing that you want to start. I'm also getting that your dreams in the next 7 days or week will be very strong and intuitive. You might end up remembering your dreams very easily, or you have very vivid dreams. So perhaps in the next week or so, it could be a good idea for you to write down your dreams to remember, because it could give you some insight into something to do with this situation or project you've been wanting to start. It could give you insight on the blockages you have been facing to start it, like the fears you have about starting it and the root causes of those fears. Now, if you don't like writing immediately when you wake up, which I understand, you can just make a dream journal by recording your voice and talking about the dream. Now, this connect with fire, I like how there's this group of people around the bonfire, because I feel like bonfires and fire pits like that are a very social thing, and it's very much feels connected to the seahorse card, which says family matters. So I'm getting that you could be invited to a bonfire or some sort of camping thing that includes fire pits, something of that regard, maybe with family, people you consider like family. And I'm getting, if that is something that comes up for you, I'm getting strongly that you should accept that invitation and go with that. Because I get the sense that you often say you are too busy or don't have enough time. And, I understand everyone's lives are very busy, but I feel like you have more time to spend time with your loved ones than you realize. It's just a matter of some prioritization. So I'm getting that if you get invited to do something like this, make your best to make the time to go, because it will be very beneficial to you in terms of your own well-being and happiness, and maybe even figuring out a solution to this situation. Now, if that does not happen, I'm also getting that fire scrying, if you all have heard of that. It's where you basically look into a fireplace, a lit fireplace, or a fire pit, and you watch the embers glow and the fire dance, and you kind of just zone out on it, and you start to scry, essentially, and see things. So that could also be something that you could try as well. Ooh, another thing that just came through so strongly because it's fire. So one thing that you can do with fire is let go of things that you no longer need, a sort of release. So if you feel like you have a ton of blockages that are stopping you from pursuing this thing, I want you to sit down, write down these blockages and fears on a piece of paper, and then if you have a way to do a safe fire, like I said, safe, make sure you have water nearby, then you take that piece of paper and you burn it, and essentially it's getting rid of those fears, blockages symbolically, and then as a result you'll manifest getting rid of them as well. So I'm seeing also that could be very helpful for you as a way of sort of cleansing your energy and cleansing your energy field. I'm also getting with the fire and cleansing is burning incense could be quite good for you right now in terms of cleansing your space, like burning incense or burning certain herbs. I'm getting rosemary. Rosemary could be quite good for you to burn a bit because it's a very good herb for mental clarity and like sharpness and getting things done. So rosemary might be something you could burn if you're interested in that. I'm also getting that this week your family members could say something, or something could be said by one of your family members that sort of is very insightful, or like is the puzzle piece you were waiting for. It like clicks and then you understand what you need to do and which direction you need to go in. I'm also getting that perhaps a situation with a family member can spur you this week to start pursuing this thing. I don't necessarily know what that situation could be. It could be a conversation, like I was saying before. It could be a success you see a family member doing and something similar that you want to do. Or it could just be an action they take and it changes your perspective on how to go about doing things. Now, I want to quickly read the Breathe card because I want to see if there's any more insights on that. Because what I'm really getting from that intuitively is, meditating and doing breath work will be really beneficial to you through this time in making this decision. So let's see here. The essential meanings are patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will happen. Interesting. I like how it says release the darkness with the cleansing card. Because it's like, cleansing your energy and cleansing out, things that you have been holding on to. I also like how it says stop to smell the roses because I've been getting very strongly for your group that the reason you haven't started this thing that you really want to do is a sort of feeling that you don't have enough time. But I'm getting very strongly for you just the words of make time. Try your best to make time. Evaluate how you spend your time and think, do I really not have time? Or is there an underlying anxiety or fear I have towards starting this thing? Maybe a fear of failure, some fears with like perfectionism. That could be unconsciously causing you to busy yourself with other things so you don't have to start this one thing that you really want. Because I think there could be a fear of messing up or failure, because I get the sense that this is something you think would really improve your life, and it's something that's missing. And if you pursue it and mess up, what if you lose it? What if you lose the opportunity? But I'm getting that, this thing, you don't have to worry too much about making mistakes, which, like I said, is easier said than done. I understand. I'm a perfectionist too, but if you have worries about that and like failing, making mistakes, I just want you to know you're not going to lose this opportunity. I'm getting strongly that this thing that you're pursuing that you feel like will bring you a lot of fulfillment is part of, your life and your life purpose. If something brings you such a great sense of fulfillment and, things like that, I definitely feel like the universe has meant it for you, and that, even if you did make a mistake here and there, it's not going to go away. This opportunity, this thing you want to pursue, will always be available for you to pursue. So, yeah, you're definitely getting a lot of encouragement to just cleanse yourself, cleanse your space, cleanse your energy. Do a lot of breathing, a lot of breath work and meditation to sort of look at yourself internally and what excuses have you been making to avoid doing something you really want to do. Also, once again, there's something around family this week for you. Perhaps a family member will say something, do something that really clicks with you and makes you better understand what to do in the situation. Also getting that family member could invite you on a camping trip or something to do with fire, like a bonfire, and your dreams will be very much intense or vivid in the week. And if you would like to, it could be good to keep a dream journal or make a recording of you talking about your dreams, because there could be some insight there. But yeah, group 3, I hope this reading resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate it if you gave my video a like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps out here on YouTube. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Bye!